Good morning, everyone. So previously we discussed the first part of this chapter. Now we will discuss the second part of this chapter. In the second part of the first chapter, which is India's size and location, we will discuss India and the world. In this topic, we will discuss about India and the relationship of India with the whole world. The Indian landmass has a central location between the East and West Asia. If you see the world map, okay, from your textbook or if any extra map book if you have, okay, you can see from that. Now, as you can see, India's location, this yellow color is indicating India's location. So, India has always a very good strategic position in between West Asia and East Asia. Okay. So, India is the southward extension of the Asian continent. As you have seen, now India is the southward extension in the southern part of Asian continent. The South Indian Ocean route, which connects the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia, provide a strategic central location to the country. So because we have Indian Ocean and the routes of Indian Ocean always helps India to connect with European countries as well as to connect India with East and West Asia. That's why before starting this topic, I said that India always have a very good strategic position, location one. It can have contact from the ancient time. From the ancient time, we have the contact with Europe and with West and East Asia. So, Deccan Peninsula region protrudes into Indian Ocean. As you can clearly see through this map, the whole Deccan Peninsula region. Peninsula region means what? Now, when you have three sides of water, when a land has three sides of water like this, Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal, and one part of the land is connected by land only. So one part there is connected with land and there is three sides of water bodies. This type of physical feature, this type of physiographic location known as peninsula. So yes, the southern part of India is the peninsula region. Why? Because three sides, Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal we have, and northern part of this area is connected with the land only. So, the Deccan Peninsula protrudes into Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe from western coast and with Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. So, what we have seen now, due to the strategic position of India at the center, it have a very good connection with West Asia, East Asia and with Europe. Clearly, you can see it through this map also, where it is showing the position of India in the middle, and we clearly see that this side we have Europe, we have West Asia and East Asia. So, because of Trans-Indian Ocean route, or because of this three sides of water bodies, from the ancient time only, India can have a good contact with these places or with these continents of the world. And these connections help India to improve trade, help India to improve economy, culture and so many other things. So, the strategic position in the Central Asia and the Deccan Peninsula as it protrudes into Indian Ocean, it helps India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa and with Europe. Okay. Next we have a do you know is important. Now since the opening of the Suez Canal in 1869, this do you know all of you should remember, okay, because sometimes we are having questions from it. Now since the opening of the Suez Canal in 1869, India's distance from Europe has been reduced by 7,000 kilometers. So, the Suez Canal helped to reduce the distance in between India and Europe, which is 7,000 kilometers, and this Suez Canal established in 1869. So remember the year and remember the significance of Suez Canal. So from this, do you know, you have two questions, that in which year Suez Canal established? Now it is 1869, and what is the significance of Suez Canal? How it has helped India? Now due to the Suez Canal only, it reduced the distance in between India and Europe by 7,000 kilometers. It is clear? Okay. Next, we will discuss that India's contacts or connection with the world have continued through ages by her relationship through the land routes. Okay. So, in your previous paragraph, we seen that how India established connection or contact through the ocean routes or through Trans-Indian Ocean routes. Here, we will see not only through the ocean routes or not only through the water bodies, India also have a great contact with the world, had continued through the ages, but her relationship through the land routes are much older than the maritime contact. So, when we don't have great technology, okay, in ancient time when we don't have great technology or we don't know the routes, that time these land routes help to place the contact with the world. That's why these land routes are very much older compared to maritime contacts. Okay, so these various passes across the mountains in the north have provided passages to ancient travelers. So, as we know, from the ancient time, through these land routes only, so many travelers, they came to India for understanding our culture, to have trade with us, for knowledge, for education, okay, for spiritual purpose, for so many reasons, these land routes help foreign travelers to come to India. While the ocean, so these various passes, land routes across the mountains in the north have provided passages to the ancient travelers. So, through these passages from the Himalayan mountain region, foreign travelers, they can enter India. While the ocean restricted such interaction for a long time, as I said, in ancient time we don't have this kind of technology, as well as we don't know the routes. So for these reasons, what happened? Now for these reasons, some people, okay, they like to use this land routes only. So land routes, that's why much more older compared to Trans-Indian Ocean routes. So these routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since the ancient times. So what is the significance of these routes? No matter it is land or ocean routes. What is the significance of the routes? Why we are focusing to have contact with the world? Because these routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since the ancient times. These ideas of Upanishads, Ramayana, the stories of Panchatantra, Indian numerals and decimal system. Okay, so thus could reach many parts of the world. So as I said, what is the significance of the routes? Now because through these routes only, we can exchange the ideas, commodities since the ancient times. As we all know, so many traders, so many travelers, they came to India not only for trade purposes, they came to India to have knowledge, to get the idea, to get education. In ancient time, as we know, we have Nalanda University, we have Takshashila University. These things we have already learned from our history. So these universities are great place to have knowledge, to get education. In ancient times, there are so many scholars, so many foreigners, they came to India to get more and more knowledge. Spiritual reasons also, for spirituality also, they came to India. So not only we exchanged the product, we also exchanged the ideas of Upanishad, Ved, Ramayana, Panchatantra, the philosophy of life, the idea of the philosophy of life we exchange with other people. We exchange the culture of our country. Not only these things, we also exchange the numericals and the decimal system. So the numericals and decimals was invented in our country first. So not only we exchange the ideas of life, we also exchange the numericals and decimal system. From our country, only these things could reach the world, and then of course more research work happened. Now the spices, these are two philosophy of life, education, we talked about this. Now some basic things, some basic products which we shared, which we exchanged with other countries. Now the spices, muslin, other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. So as we know that so many people, as I said, foreign travelers, they came to India to have trade. So what type of trading we have? Now we are having spices. We have a very good quality of spices. We have muslin, we have cotton, we have silk, we have so many other products which we exchange with other countries. So our country, it went to different countries. On the other hand, the influence of Greek culture and architectural style of dome and minarets from West Asia can be seen in different parts of the country. Yes. So not only we exchange our idea to different countries or with the whole world. There are so many ideas which we learn from the whole world, which we understand from foreign travelers, like the Greek sculpture. We learn the architectural style of dome, minarets from West Asia. So these are some things which we learn. So exchanging of idea is not always one-sided, it's always both-sided. The exchange of idea, the exchange of education is always both-sided. Okay, so these roots, what is the significance of these rules from the ancient times? That these rules always help India to have a great contact with the whole world, and of course these rules help India to understand the situation of the whole world, and of course the world get to know about India and the development of India. Through these routes only it is possible. That's why still these trans-Indian ocean routes, these land routes are very, very much important for us. Okay, so today we discuss the topic of India and the world. Okay. So students, what we discussed today? We discussed about India and the world, where we have seen now how India from the ancient times having a great connection with the whole world, and how it is possible. It is only possible through the trans-ocean route and through the land route. So these routes help India to not only have a contact with the world, it also helps India to know about the Greek culture, architectural style, some other scientific things also. So India always has a strategic position in the whole world only because of these routes and only because of the position. I hope this video will help you to understand today's topic. Thank you students for watching this video.